All right, we're gonna check this out and see how this is working. We have our 3 camera feeds up. All right, we're gonna check this out and see how this is working. We have our 3 camera feeds up. All right, we're gonna check this out and see how this is working. We have our 3 camera feeds up. Right now it's a 3-in-1 camera. We have our follow the leader camera, and our practice cars are in the center of the X at the moment. They're doing some checks and changing their tires. We can ISO onto the leader camera, and then that also brings in some audio from the leader camera. We can then ISO the turn 3 camera, which we highlighted in blue to help you know when we switch camera angles. And then we have our front stretch camera, which we have in green. Now, like I said, at the moment we have no cars on the track. We'll go ahead and we'll kill the camera audio, which I think automatically pops back on when you turn it on. I may have to completely kill that audio, but once we have cars on the racetrack, you're going to want to hear that. And then, of course, we can always just cut to our primary feed. And our primary feed is going to give you all of the cameras, which is what we're seeing at the moment. So this is all good. Our feed is up and it's live. Our 3 cameras are up. We have several different views. Minerva, could you take the follow the leader camera and just sort of move it around the racetrack, point at the scoreboard, zoom in on the drivers, just sort of move it around for a little bit. I want to get a look at how that's looking. There we go. We'll zoom in there. And we'll zoom in on our legend car. We're going to zoom in nice and tight. I believe that in late model is Blake Rowe. Minerva. No. Yeah. Do a little bit of an isolation shot here. Not sure how much longer it's going to be before these guys pull out onto the racetrack. I'm sure that doesn't make for fantastic viewership, but it is what it is, right? We'll click on over here and we'll slide down to here. We'll open this up. There we go, and we are live. Now we're good for the moment. Just point it at the cars if you would. All right, so we'll come back for just a minute. We got P-Mac here from the Race Night crew. We're at Birch Run Speedway. It's 3 o'clock here on the East Coast. Birch Run, Michigan. We're doing a camera test. And we're hoping to grab some video of cars on the racetrack. We're doing a 3-camera shoot right now. I happen to see that we have 3 people watching right now. And I want to know what you guys think. So please, it would be helpful to me if you would say hi, say where you are, and give me some feedback on the broadcast. Now, I'm in a slightly echoey room, so I know there's a little bit of echo right now, and I understand that. But let's not get tore down in the audio. When the cars get on the racetrack, we're going to switch to some ambient audio of the cars. This is the 3-camera shoot here. We can fade. Now this is the leader shoot with ambient audio in the background. And of course, if we don't like the ambient audio, we can go ahead and kill that sound. Then we have the turn 3 ISO camera here. And again, when we turn 3 on, we get a little bit of audio. We can turn it off. But if the cars were on the racetrack, you'd want to be able to hear the sound of the cars there. So that's why that audio exists. We have it cranked up really loud right now. That's why you're hearing. I'm going to turn it back on. You hear all that background noise? That's because there's virtually no sound on the racetrack at the moment. When the cars are on the racetrack, we would turn it down like this, right? Because then you would hear the cars and you wouldn't hear the wind. But just to make sure that the microphone is working, I have it boosted all the way up. You can hear them using that impact wrench all the way in the center of the racetrack. That's a long ways away from the camera. But that's what we're doing there, just in case you were curious. We also have our front stretch ISO camera. This is a 3-camera shoot for the test. On race nights, we'll probably run 4 or 5 cameras at least, a couple of man cameras, possibly a flag stand camera. But for today, we're just using 3 cameras. We have one in turn 3 right underneath or just to the left of the Susky Chevrolet Buick scoreboard. We have another one on the entrance of turn 1 right along the front stretch. And then we have our 3rd camera, which is the manned camera, which is up next to the scoring tower. And as soon as the cars start to move, we're going to go ahead and put a camera operator on that, and we'll start chasing these cars around the racetrack. What's really important right now, David McManus, I know you're watching right now. Tell me what you think about the quality of the video, the quality of the sound. What do we need to do sound-wise, in your opinion, to make the sound better? Okay? I'm going to turn the ambient noise down just a little bit. I'm going to keep my microphone up just a little bit. Everybody should be able to hear me fine. We got a little bit of background noise there. 7 people watching right now. If you're watching the live broadcast right now, give me a thumbs up. Say, hey, here I am, and I'm watching from such and such a place. I want to know who's watching, where you're at. Let your friends know you're watching. If you have a moment, share the video. Say, hey, check out the Race Night TV feed from Birch Run Speedway. Get an idea of what you're going to see coming on April 30th. We'd really appreciate that. Scrolling down through, we're doing an overview. We're just taking a look at what's going on here. We're back into our live chat. And we have 5, 6 people watching. Again, if you're tuning in, please say hello. Say, hey, P-Mac, what's up? Alan right now, he's sending me a message. He says there's a lot of echo on the microphone. And I tell you what, Alan, I know there is. And the reason why is we are in a completely empty room and I'm getting echo from the room. If I was outside, we wouldn't have that echo. But we're inside a room. This is where we're set up, and we're getting a little echo from the room. Now, there are some things I can do probably to help that just a little bit. We can, let's see, if we turn this microphone way down, and we hold it really close to our face, this will probably help with the echo. Brogan, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're looking for a little bit of feedback right now. Tell us what you think. Give us your opinion. I know there's a little bit of audio echo in the room right now. We're in a really big empty room. There's no furniture. There's no carpet right now. We're in the main press box and they're remodeling, and so all of the sound deadening material is gone and it's creating a big empty echo chamber, and that's why we're hearing that echoing. Jason Jones just tuned in. Hey Jay, how you doing? Again, post a message here in the live chat. Say, hey, I'm watching. This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. We want to hear from you. We'll go ahead. A fade to our front stretch camera. A fade to our turn 3 camera. And a fade to our leader camera. Blake Rowe is here presently, and he just strapped into the car. They just took the car down off the jack stands, and he's putting his seatbelts on. I would imagine in a moment or two he's going to fire this thing up and we'll get some laps. And that's what I know folks want to see. It looks like this is getting ready to happen, and that's a good thing. Nice tight shot there, Blake's car. I think in just a moment or two we're going to fire up, and we'll get the sound of race cars, and we'll do some fast switching here. That's what we want to do. Do some hard cuts. Again, I have 7 people watching at the moment. Would really appreciate it if you would chime in and say, hey, this is what it sounds like to me. We want to hear from you guys. It's really important to us to know what things sound like. Actually trying to listen to ourselves at the moment, and we'll work on the gain, and we'll see if we can't get this nice and tight. There we go. We got motors on now. That's a good thing. Means we're getting ready to come out onto the racetrack. There we go. Blake Rowe heading out onto the big track. This is our follow the leader camera. We're excited about that. Everything looks good at the moment. Some fast laps here from Blake Rowe. Looks like our turn 3 camera froze up. We're going to bring it back to the ISO camera. Blake Rowe taking some laps here in his late model. Birch Run Speedway. It's about 10 after 3, Tuesday afternoon. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Tests like this are really important. Tests like this are really important. I'm not sure anybody can hear me right now. Test 1. That's way over Maj. That's a little better. A little better. Is that better? There we go. We'll try that. Blake Rowe turned some laps here in his late model. And we're trying to get our equipment all dialed in. It's a little bit of a test process. That's just how it goes. Kind of enjoying this speed shot. Work our way around the racetrack. We seem to have lost our feed. Yeah, we lost our feed from our turn 3 camera. That was a really cool camera angle too. Blake probably went by so fast he smoked our camera. I know that's not really the case, but it sounds really cool when we say that's what happened. Coming out of turn 4, streaking towards our speed shot. Now he's down into turn 1 and 2. Checking out the stability of that race car, making sure everything's working properly. Putting some laps on the motor, and Blake shuts her down. Rolls around into the pits. They got the test information they were looking for. Our legend car driver getting ready to strap in. He's belting up his helmet. So we're going to focus on him now for a little bit. Remember, you can learn more about Race Night TV by going to racenight.tv. That's our website. Our Android application is ready to be downloaded. Our Apple app will be ready in the next day or two. You can start your free subscription. There's a good chance, not 100% chance, but there's a good chance that we'll be at Winston Speedway this weekend. We're going to do another test, live racing action, the Player Hater, the National Compact Touring Series, the Midwest Dirt Series, headed on over to Winston, and we're going to go ahead and bring that action out. It does look like the legend driver just jumped in his car, so I think he's going to take some laps next. The little car is going to take some laps next.
Yes, I know, but the problem is, I don't know why we don't see the car, because this is, I opened the door and these now are
Very tight?
I can move the camera.
Okay. Thanks, David. I'm glad it looks good. Jeff, we could always use your cheery voice up here. Why don't you run up these stairs and say hi. Ha, ha. We'll cut back to our 3-in-1 feed here. Primary follow the leader camera is a little jiggly right now. The good tripod is still back in North Carolina, so we're using one of our economy units, and there's a little jiggling from that. When she's on normal zoom like that, it's not bad, but when we go to the real tight zoom, you can see some vacillations there, vibrations and things like that. The fluid head tripod will take care of that. Say hello to everybody that's tuning in. It's something we really appreciate it. Hey Jason, how you doing? David. A little hard to hear me. All right, I turned my audio back up a little bit more. Raise the audio some more, Jeff says. All right, we'll do that. We'll raise the audio a little more. Let me know how that is. Hopefully that's better. We did a little audio. That's the kind of feedback we're looking for. That's the kind of feedback we need. Legend cars on the inner track. Just think, in 3 weeks, that's going to be brand new pavement. Brand new pavement he's going to be hot lapping on. Right now he's getting a little testing in. Might be one of the last cars to ever take a fast lap on the old pavement. Brand new pavement is on the way. Should be in place by opening night if we can get a little bit of cooperation from Mother Nature. Work is continuing on the longest bar in Michigan directly underneath me. Crushed concrete going in the pits. New entryways going in. Pavement going down on the racetrack. Safety crew was out here practicing the other day. Hopefully we won't need that, but just in case we do, they'll be ready. Very cool. We seem to have lost the feed. Yeah, he's bringing it in anyways. So, good stuff. We're really happy about this. Some other things in the near future that we want to try. We got some virtual camera setting type stuff that we can do. Something we're going to work on in the future. It looks like our testing session is done for right now. One of the cars might come back out in a little bit, but we gathered all of the data that we wanted to gather today. We saw that our transmitters work fantastic from the range we're using them. Cameras work good, audio works good. We're going to soundproof this room so we don't have any echoes in the future, but good stuff all the way around. So everybody that tuned in, thank you very much for tuning in. We very much appreciate it. It's helpful for us to know. Talk to you guys later.